And we're going. And
Okay.
Rachel is putting her hair up again.
The kitty one.
Oh my god.
The kitty one is tight.
So, do you like my shirt?
Chewy.
Chewbacca. He is like the love of my life. I told Tyler, I'm like, if I could marry Chewbacca, I would.
What? He's an animal. Are you into
He's
like
not an animal. He's like,
bestiality?
no, that's disgusting. I can't even believe that you went there. No, he's like a hybrid.
Okay.
No, seriously, my dream is to go to Disney World, and I want a picture of him carrying me like you would over like the threshold if when you get married, and then one of me hugging him. And I don't even hug. Like, I'm not a hugger at all.
I can never hug.
But I want to hug Chewbacca. Yeah, when we leave, I'm like, bye. Don't hug me.
Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna hug you, and,
And I have to tell my body, I'm like, don't tits up, don't relax, be normal, hug back. Like, I have to go through these steps in my head. No, I'm not even kidding. Anyways, okay, so
we already did our first.
we already
prep
did
video.
our skin prep. So this is one long, big video, but we're cutting it down because nobody has time to do Amanda's face tutorial every day. So we have to take our shots again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, this is like
Cheers.
the second of 20.
Okay, so we were gonna do.
Okay, so,
Well, we kind of did. A little bit of primer.
PS2. This is so sad. So Rachel texted me before she came over, and she's like, oh my God, look at my wedding ring. And I'm like, oh. I literally text, and I'm like, I would be sobbing right now. I would be like, I'm not a jewelry person.
In case you see
but
my
I love
ring.
my wedding ring. But praise Jesus, she found the diamond, if you can believe that.
So I went to the gym this morning, and I got into the workout class, and I was with my other friend Kristen, and 2 minutes into the class, she's like, Rachel, where's your diamond? And I looked down at my ring, and I was like, oh.
That's so sad. Do
And
you
so
have
I
insurance on that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's good.
So I was gonna leave because I needed to find my diamond and look in the
And there's
parking
no-
lot and my
yeah.
car and wherever it could be. So I pick up my sweatpants to put them on over my workout pants, and I was like, I'll just check the pocket. And I reached down in the pocket. There was my diamond.
Thank God.
Literally the first place I looked, like I got lucky.
You got really lucky.
Lucky.
So, in case you see her ring and it looks gross.
Yeah, this just happened.
Yeah, it's.
That's the big old hole in there.
But she found the diamond, so that's what's good. Okay,
I'm
so
going to fix tomorrow.
we are going to start priming. And I'm going to be upfront about this. We already primed because I have to let my primer set before I go into makeup. Because I feel like everybody should. Even if you're not extra, let your primer set for just a little bit.
And
So,
Amanda uses 3 primers.
I do. But,
We've done 2.
yes. Okay, so I went into Ulta. I love trying new primers. I went into Ulta. And there's a guy that works at Ulta, and he has beautiful skin, beautiful makeup, and I've always wanted him to help me, but he's at the Clinique counter, and I don't buy Clinique stuff. Well, he happened to be walking around, and he's like, can I help you? And I'm like, yes. Ah. So I'm like, I want a Smashbox color correcting primer, but I don't see what I want. And he's like, do you want to know what I use to prime? And I'm like, yes. Like, tell me your secrets. He's beautiful. So he recommended this. It's Clarins. SOS, it's like they have a peach, they have a pink, they have a green. I got the light pink one. And it's illuminating. So I don't know if you can see it on our hands anymore. Probably not. But it's almost like an iridescent look. But once you get on the skin, it's not going to make your skin look like Rainbow Bright or like any unicorn stuff. But it
So
kind
we
of,
use
it
this.
blurs. It blurs wrinkles, imperfections, helps even skin tone. And it hydrates. I love this primer. I've been using it for about a month now.
Okay.
And
So
if that
Clarins
guy at Ulta
SOS
is watching,
primer.
your makeup is beautiful. And so then I said, well, but what about, does it fill pores? So we need to go over this. You put this on first, okay? If you want to use a pore filling primer, because you're extra, like I am, because I have some pores to fill, then you want to go in with a pore filling primer. And he recommended, this is also by Clarins, and it is called
Poreless.
Poreless. Okay, this is the stick form. They have it in a tube as well. This is what it looks like, and it's, you know, you just put a little bit on. The thing is with this primer, you really want to press it into your pores. You don't just smear it on top like you would with this, because it's not going to get into those pores.
So put it where you have big pores.
Where you
wherever
don't
the
put it all
pores.
over your face. Put it where you need it. So I put it on my nose. I put it right through here and down here. And then I put it a little bit up through here because it also will help fill wrinkles a little bit. I mean, it's no Botox, but I'm gonna do what I can.
So we did those primers.
So we did those, and those
I'm
have
trying
sat.
to hurry her along here.
I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
And plus, you get to talking on.
I do. I get to talking, but because I want them to know why my reasoning.
No, I get it.
She's like, shut up. Okay, so this tube I've had for going on 2 years. This is just Wet n Wild, cheap Wet n Wild eye primer.
Okay.
This, you only need the tiniest
So it's like
amount.
eyeshadow primer.
Yes, only on your eyelids, people. Like, I won't even use all of that. And we have our little mirrors in front of us. Oh, and that is not the side I want. Okay, so I'm just going to put it just on my eyelids.
Okay.
And like all that, I'm going to take it and wipe it off because I don't need all of that. And just a little word of caution. Yeah, it goes a long way. If you get too much, it just doesn't look good. It's going to make your eyeshadow like crinkly and crumbly. But this does really help extend the wear of your eyeshadow. It will make it more vibrant. It will make it crease proof.
So the point of primers in general is to make your makeup last,
and
right?
so I should go over that really fast.
Doing,
I know
like,
you don't want me to keep going over
photos
stuff.
or big
you know,
going out event,
you're
Christmas
just me.
Party,
Everyday life.
I wouldn't do this.
So, but this primer, the first one that we did, this is going to make your makeup extend the time of it, and it's going to make your face will be a little bit sticky. It's going to help that foundation stick. This is not going to do that. This is just going to fill pores. That's why I use 2, not just because I'm extra. Okay, so she forgot her foundation, which was the one thing I told her to bring.
I went to the gym. I had to get up early.
But
I had kids this morning.
before I do foundation, I have to do color corrector. And this is the thing. We can
Do I need color cracker?
Color cracker? You can tell me if you need color corrector. So,
no. Look at my skin and tell me.
I would do some under your eyes.
Okay.
But, okay, we're going to have to fast forward a lot through this. Like, because it takes me forever. Okay. Anyways, but I use 3 color correctors. I do green first to combat any redness. Then I combine these. I don't do them like one at a time. This is a really light pink and a really like a peachy orange. This is LA Girl. It is $4. Literally $4. This is NYX, NYX. It is cheap as well. So I go in with my green first wherever I have redness.
I don't think you have any redness.
I do have a little bit.
It's like if you have a zit or something, you put the green on.
Yeah,
it's
but
like red.
some people just have red in their skin.
Okay.
We can fast
I don't
forward.
feel like you have red in your skin.
Oh, I don't think that you know my skin as well as I do. So I have tried my beauty blender. I have used, but I think it works best with my finger because, like, think about it. You're putting more shit on top of your skin, and as you get older, you don't need as much layers because it's gonna make everything look worse. So I think that my finger gets the thinnest amount of this. So yeah, that's why I hate using my finger for anything else. Okay, let me see that green for a second. Now, do you see any red? Like, even if it's a tiny bit red that you want, because you're doing Amanda makeup today.
I know. I'm doing Amanda makeup.
You know, we should do Rachel makeup another day, and we can do a 20-minute video.
You would never be able to do Rachel makeup.
No, I would not be happy with it. I've tried.
We should do it.
I've tried.
See what it looks like.
Yeah, we will.
On you.
Okay, so
a lot of times I don't even wear foundation. I just wear like a good coverage powder.
You know, I see. But
so I don't do primer. I don't.
So you do a powder foundation?
I do like concealer under my eyes.
And
I've never do powder all over my face.
But
and bronze, blush, eyes, done.
Powder foundation?
It's Smashbox, full coverage, like.
So it's a powder foundation.
Kind of.
See,
yeah.
It
has some coverage.
I don't do, well, it says full coverage. That's a lot of coverage. I won't do a powder foundation because I feel like it makes me look older.
Really? Probably does. I don't know.
I'm not saying that to you. Okay, so now I'm going to take just the peach initially with this little brush and put it under right where I need it. So like if you go like this,
So what color
you
does
can
this do?
see this will combat any darkness.
Dark circle.
And I'm not even kidding.
basically your
I
eyes.
never had dark circles until this past year. I blame my children.
Mm-hmm. Like how much?
Not much, because like you want a very light hand under your eyes, because nobody needs to have creepy under eyes. Now, if I need to, I can go back in after, but you can start like conservatively. It's a lot easier to build up than it is to go back. Yeah. So now I squeezed like this much on my hand. I
Do you
probably
know what
won't
that
even
word
use all of
means?
that. What?
Conservatively?
No, isn't it like a little bit?
Yes, but I mean, do you ever practice?
Do I actually do I actually put that into use in my life? No.
I didn't think so.
No, I'm an extreme person. More is more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to take this color, because if I do just the peach all over my face, I feel like it makes me too orange. So
But you don't do all of it. You just did under your eyes, right?
just now, but now I'm going to put this wherever I have hyperpigmentation.
Oh, the
And
green.
so you can't see because of these lights, but I have a lot of
Green on?
No, I
What?
have a lot of hyperpigment. Like, look right through here, Rachel.
Yeah.
That's
I see.
what, like, I want to cover all of that. So I, once again, just use
So
my
you're
finger.
mixing the two colors now?
Yes, because if I just use the peach, it's too orange, and if I
gotcha.
just use the light pink, it's too white.
So where do I do this light pink at?
Did you mix?
No,
You have to mix.
I didn't know.
I thought I just explained that.
I know, but I don't
She's
have.
getting testy.
I don't want to put this all over my face.
Then don't put it all over your face.
Okay. Do you use the pink under your eye too, to brighten?
I just, for under my eyes, because that's the darkest part, I just use the peach, because the peach it doesn't look orange under my eyes. If I put that all over my face, just the peach, I'm going to look orange.
Okay.
But
I feel like I have a little bit of skin discoloration.
and that's
right here,
most people, like, not everybody needs a color. I need a color corrector because I legitimately have spots on my face that are darker. But no, I didn't use a color corrector until like this past year, when I realized what the hell was going on with my skin. And I don't want it to be super thick, because then it's just going to make your makeup look super thick, and nobody wants cake face.
Yeah, with all this stuff, like, how do you even avoid that?
You
Yeah.
practice. I honestly, that's what you do.
So are you saying that with us newbies doing this routine, we're probably going to have cake face for a while? If we do all this?
I am probably predispositioned to have cake face, because I have said over and over, like, more is more, right?
Uh-huh.
So when I do something, I really do it. So for me, like, normal people probably won't have that same predisposition. I think, has there been like a diagnosed disability yet of like excess or extra-itis?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. So before we move on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's just pause it right now so I can finish.
Okay, she's going to finish this up. We'll give you a break here.
That's kind of what I thought we would have to do.
Right, I can't. And we're back.
And we're back, yes. And Rachel's looking at her face and she's like, why do I look so white? And I was explaining to her, we just color corrected. So we neutralized our skin. So that's why we look like ghosts at the moment. I like my base to start. I want to look like a blank canvas. I want to fill all the shit that I don't want to see. Because then I can go back in with my foundation and give, my bronzer, my blush. Anyways. So we're trying to figure out a good color for her, because she forgot her foundation. So we went through my bin of misfits, because I have a really hard skin tone to match. I'm totally neutral. And every foundation either has too much yellow or too much pink. And we determined that she thinks the CC cream, I thought this was a better match because it had more yellow in it, but she likes this better. So we're going to go with that, because makeup is individual.
And I want this one.
And I'm gonna support her in that decision.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, now what do we do?
Okay.
Do you do it like
You're
on your hand?
Hold on.
Oh,
we're gonna get a beauty blender first.
Okay.
So look at this. This is some of my beauty blenders. I know. I keep them in water when I'm doing my makeup. So I bought these ones. They're Real Techniques. I don't use a real beauty blender because they're too expensive. I found these ones at Marshall's. They're Real Techniques. These are my favorite I've ever used. Ever. Take one. So we also have my husband's old wife beater because I
get the water off.
Yeah, I use
my
these.
hands
Yeah, I
on?
keep these to use them as towels. Yeah, because I don't want it to be like sopping wet. So
It's just a little damp.
let me find my foundation.
I'm ready.
So I got this like a month ago and I love this foundation.
What is it?
It is Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I really like it. Anyways, so actually, oh my gosh, we're not going to do foundation first.
Why?
We're going to contour and do blush first. What am I thinking? This is
this
totally
is your
throwing me
show.
off.
Okay.
Having this on
We're going to
camera.
contour and do blush.
Sorry, people. Sorry.
Put the foundation aside.
Just kidding. Okay, so that is not my contour. Where's my contour?
You should see the baskets of makeup she has.
It's just that's just makeup that I bought that I didn't like. It's trial and error. I'm dedicated to finding the best
But
makeup.
you have baskets of the makeup you like and you use too.
I do.
Okay. Contouring.
Contouring.
I don't.
She doesn't contour. So I like to. This is actually L'Oreal Infallible stick. I get it in a couple shades darker than my skin tone.
Okay.
I like to look for a contour that's cooler because I want to create a shadow. I don't want to add warmth. I will do that with a bronzer.
Okay.
And if anybody ever tells you to contour with something even slightly shimmery, do not listen to them. They are full of shit.
No shimmer when you're contouring.
No shimmer. No. That's the biggest mistake ever. Okay, so hold on. I use my little one for contouring.
Too late. I already got some on
Too late. So find your cheekbone.
Okay.
Because I want to bring my face up. Some people will contour under. I go right on my cheekbone because I kind of have a long face anyways, and I don't want to bring my face down.
So above that line.
Watch me first. So I'm going to put a little bit, and I like to keep I form my sponge so it's fairly thin. So my cheekbone is right there. So I'm going to go like right there.
Just a couple inches?
Yeah, like I would go
I see.
to like right there. Do you see?
I hope I'm doing this right.
I'm sure you're doing it right.
We're going to see the difference between our makeup.
So then I take that and I will go start from that top of that line and I will go right up
your
around my hairline. But then so on the forehead part, I like to come to like right about in there.
In a little bit from your hairline.
Yes, because that's.
See, and I kind of do this, but I do this with my bronzer. Do you go over your bronzer?
Yes, I go back and I will use a bronzer. I don't go over everywhere, but yes, I will go back with a bronzer to add warmth, but I do not contour with a bronzer, if that makes sense.
And I contour with a bronzer.
Well, and that's fine to do as long as it is not a shimmery bronzer. Anything that has shimmer, if anybody tells you to contour with something that has shimmer, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm saying it. I don't care. It's the truth. I'm probably going to get stoned for that comment.
Am I doing this right?
Let me see. Yeah, that looks good. We'll blend. Don't worry about blending.
Okay.
So this is actually called, there's a makeup artist. He does it this way, and it's called, I can't remember what it's called. Basically, you use less product if you contour before putting on your foundation. So then I'm going to go, like, if I have any, like, where my face, I'm ridiculous.
Right
I know,
here, right?
Yes, I like to go, like, right there and then underneath. My chin line, I stop when I get to here because of the shape of my face. I don't think you need contour like here. I would like go
Right.
stop 2. Now, if your chin is not very like defined, just because that's not your face shape, then you can do your chin. I'm not worried about that on my particular face. In fact, like my chin could probably be a little bit longer and I'd be okay.
I can't see in this little mirror. I'm really like concentrating and trying to like
Good, you should.
do a good job at this.
And I will try and do a good job when we do half-ass makeup.
Okay, what's next up?
I'm going
Can I
down.
fast
I'm
forward?
going. You want to pause it?
Okay.
We're gonna pause it.
She's got to perfect everything, so she's gonna take like 10 more minutes on this,
I am not
and then
gonna
we'll come
take
back.
10 more minutes.
She will.
Okay, so I'm done with my cream contour part, which is once again just
That stick.
yes, that's a little bit. It's a couple shades darker than my foundation, and so is showing Rachel. You can see where I contoured. I didn't contour like under my chin right here. I contoured farther back because I don't want to make my chin smaller. And I contoured there and up through here. And I even do a little bit right here on my nose and up through there. Contouring your nose is very hard, okay? I have played around with it. Like it's literally taken me a year and a half to finally figure out a nose contour that I like for myself. So if you're cool with your nose, don't try it. Like just don't. So now that we have done our contouring, I like to do blush now because once again, I think
You do blush before foundation?
because it makes me wear less foundation because you're gonna put blush on anyways.
But you're not gonna put foundation over your blush?
I might a little bit, but not a lot. I also use a cream blush. I don't use. I'll use a powder blush after, but I use a cream blush first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in with this, and this is also. I have a Wet n Wild one and I have a Jordana one. They're both cheap drugstore. So I'm gonna take my blush and I'm gonna put it just above where my contour line is because I want to, once again, well, I do both. I want to lift my face. I'm gonna do the darker one first. So you see my ridiculous lines, right? So then I am going to take this lighter one and I'm going to put it on my sponge. Because now I'm gonna blend with this. No, you're right, I promise. She just needs to listen.
I'm listening.
Not even listen, just believe.
Trust that this is going to turn out good.
Believe the steps. Okay, so take this, put it on your sponge. Now I'm just gonna go over it and blend it. And so this is the thing. Putting blush over contour is fine. If you put contour over blush, you're going to look muddy. That's why I do it this way.
Okay.
So I like to, for my face shape, I will bring it down to just about here, like here. Your face shape is different than mine. And I like to blend it a little bit higher because, once again, I want to lift my face and I don't want to drag it down. The lower you go with the blush, the more you're going to drag your face down. Now, if you're like 18, put blush wherever the hell you want to put blush because your face is not going to be dragged down.
I feel like I have to like get close here and like see.
Are you blending?
Real live. Yeah, I think so.
I'm not paying attention.
I know you're really focused on your masterpiece.
I am.
Okay. I think I'm good.
Okay. So now, wait. I like to take, so if you want to get a real, like, natural's not the right word because I don't do natural makeup. However, if you want a realistic look, always take your blush, put it where you would get sun. So I would get sun. I put it actually right on the line where I contour between where I have not. Does that make sense? And it will help when we do the blending process. I put it there. I put it on the bridge of my nose.
I'm just following along.
And then I put it on my chin. Basically the high points of your face where you would typically get, sun. And I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot of blush. I like a heavy blush.
Me too.
Because it like brings your face alive. And so then after all of this, 20 years from now, I do go back over with powder. I'm gonna use a little bit darker, just a tiny bit.
See, this is why you just like, You play so much.
Yeah, I mean,
this is like a painting to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like art. And honestly, I have spent so long like perfecting this process for me because to me, I know it doesn't matter to anybody else, but it matters to me. Because if I'm going to do it, I really want to do it.
I couldn't do all that on a regular basis.
No, but for me, I look forward to it because I don't do it on a daily basis. Right. So when I do it, like, yay, I get to play. So, you see, blush. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, before I do foundation, I do my concealer. I do not conceal under my eyes until after I've done foundation because that's the one thing that I don't do. But so, I'm going to get...
concealer to
So when you contour, if you really want to contour, you have to highlight as well. The one, they go with each other. It's a pair. You can't just contour. I mean, you can. But it's just not going to look as good.
Right, you have to do the dark and the light.
Yes.
And then we're doing the light.
Yes, to create dimension in your face. Like, you don't want it to be flat.
Okay.
Okay, so, get a different beauty blender, please.
A little one?
Do I have a little one?
What is that?
That's my travel one. Here, use this. Did I use that? Where's mine? Oh, I have another one. Wait, no, that's my contour one. Pause it, because I have a new one. Be right back. BRB.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm back. I had to go get another smaller beauty blender. Damn, I just put the one I was going to use in the water.
There you go.
Where's the wife beater? So, Rachel, she just told me this. She asked if you're supposed to use beauty blenders wet. And I'm like,
I don't use them.
Yes. No, she doesn't. But I love them.
I don't usually wear foundation.
I totally changed my makeup game. Okay, so now we're going to highlight, okay?
With concealer.
Yes. I'm going to highlight here. I'm going to highlight here. I'm going to highlight here. And I'm going to highlight a couple other places, but I'm going to blend that in first. So you take that, highlight where you want to highlight.
Oh God, I don't know how to do this.
I'm
just going to follow your steps.
Okay.
But my face is different than yours, so hopefully it'll turn out good.
Yeah, let's fingers crossed. Oh, I forgot to contour at a place I normally contour. This whole doing this on camera is totally throwing me off. Ugh.
Scary.
What's scary?
But I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, this is learning. Okay, I forgot. Where's my... So I typically contour. I'm just going to use a sticker now. Under here, too.
Dark.
Uh-huh. I need to blend that shit in. Okay. So now, I just didn't want that to dry. I am going to take a little bit on my hand because I don't want a ton of, like, I really don't like to wear a ton of concealer. Although it probably looks different. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and just dip it in. And then I'm going to pull back my forehead. Okay. Now, I'm not even kidding because I don't want it to get in wrinkles. I can't believe I'm doing this for you guys. Anyways, so I'm going to do it right through here in kind of a diamond shape.
Okay.
And we're going to look crazy, like we are, but bear with us.
Baking.
Yeah, oh, that's not even, like,
Is that in this video?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't, probably, yeah. Well, I have to bake. I'm sorry.
It looks so much brighter in the camera.
I know. Oh, well.
Than in our mirrors.
Well, you wanted my real makeup routine, so I'm bringing it.
I know.
I'm bringing it. Okay. So yeah, we look nuts. Like, I'm well aware that we look nuts. And I accidentally got a little bit of concealer on my contour, so I'm just going to go back in just slightly. And then I'll blend. And the reason I pull up my forehead like I'm pulling out on a pair of pants is because I don't want it to settle in my wrinkles.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm admitting to that. Now, I am taking the tiniest bit of concealer. And once again, we're blending after this. And I'm going to go over each side of, like, your, what is that, nasal fold? Whatever there. I don't want to...
Like where the crease is?
Uh-huh.
In the crease?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
gosh.
Huh? And once again, we look crazy. We won't. Eventually.
Or maybe I still will.
Or not.
Oh boy. I think I'm getting a little out of hand with this.
What are you doing?
I'm scared.
What's the worst thing that can happen is that we have to wash our faces.
Well, I'll probably do this right after this anyways. I don't really plan.
You're not even gonna at least like go to Walmart in your nice made up face?
I guess I could do that.
I'm gonna paint the town. Walmart, Target, here I come with my full face. Oh, and I should mention, I think that we're gonna do, so like, we're gonna do what I would do as a daytime look, but we're gonna call it a nighttime look because for anybody else, it would be a nighttime look. Would you agree, Rachel?
Yeah. So this is like you're going out to like a fancy Christmas party look.
And this is for
Because
me.
nobody but Amanda would do
This
this
is for
every day.
me like I'm going to pick up my kids from school and I wanted to put on makeup. And that's the thing. Like some days, most days, I go to pick up my kids and I wear sunglasses and a baseball hat and a big, long, black coat that looks like a sleeping bag. And you know what the best thing about coat weather is? Do you know what it is?
You can wear all your husband's clothes underneath.
Yes, but you don't have to wear a bra and nobody knows. Like seriously, when summer comes back around, I'm like, damn it, I have to put on a bra. Because I can't go out without a coat. Yeah.
Do I need more? I feel like you have a lot more. I don't need more, do I? Do I need more?
Look, I can't see. No, you're probably how it should, like how normal people would look.
Okay. I'm going to keep it kind of normal. Not as extra.
She's not gonna look as good. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Probably
kidding.
not.
I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Okay, let me take this.
No, what's next?
Hold on.
Are we done contouring?
Contouring.
Mm-hmm.
We're done until, well, kind of, because we're gonna blend. Anyways, now we're gonna take our foundation. I'm gonna shake mine up.
Okay.
And you would actually be surprised how little of foundation that I use compared to everything else. And that is because we laid all of this base down. Yes. And so I don't want a heavy, like I don't want to look like a cake face. And this will help eliminate that. Okay, so you got your beauty blender.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put, no, because what did you have on that before?
Concealer, I think, and maybe...
Oh, okay. Yes, take this one back. Okay. This is the one that you had. What were you using for this one?
I don't know, the dark.
I have special sponges for what I do. I know. You wanted the real thing. She wanted the real thing, but she didn't want the real thing.
I wanted the real thing.
Okay, so like I will start off with that much.
Okay.
And then I will take my finger and I will start putting it on where I want it.
I feel like my face is
so basically, look, no, wherever you did not contour or highlight or whatever, go in with that. And so like I still have a bunch left and I still have a bunch of my finger and I'll wipe that on there. So now I'm just going to take it and start laying it down. And yeah, you do go over a little, like I will go over like my nose, what I already did on my nose lightly, like very lightly. And I will go to like there. Like I don't go over my whole blush. I don't go over my whole, no, I go up to here because I want as little as possible under my eyes. And then I will pick it and I go like in between on my mouth where I didn't, and I'll go over this even a little bit. So you blend it, but don't like really get a bunch on right there. You just want to like blend it a little bit. Yeah. Now, once again, I still have this much left. I'm gonna take it, do the exact same on the other side. Do you want to pause this now, Rachel?
Yes. So basically, we're just putting foundation down.
We're laying it down.
Okay. Bye. We're right back.
Okay, we are back. We have
We're
blended.
back.
Blended.
And by blending, she means she blended and added and blended and added. And
well, okay, so I didn't use that much foundation though, did I? Like, when I spot concealed with my foundation, any like dark places that were peeking through, I went through. We still have not done our under eyes. Now, I took a little bit of concealer on my hand, and before I do that though, I'm going to get, it's the Tarte Shape Tape. This is like war paint, people. I am going to get my loose translucent powder, which is what I use for baking. I have tried so many powders, and right now I am liking this powder. This is, I think it's like Revlon Candid. I also like Boots No. 7 translucent loose powder.
Revlon Photo Ready Candid.
Yes, and it's so you want translucent. At least that's what I like. So I put, like, you use a lot of powder. So I fill the lid. It's going to be really hard to see, but that's, yeah, I fill the lid. I'm actually going to put a little bit more in because we're both going to be using this. So before you set your makeup or bake your makeup, you need to make sure that there are no, like, any of the makeup that has like settled into fine lines or anything, you don't want to set that with powder. Okay, that's not a good look. So,
like mine has done.
I want to go back through, and I also want to highlight a little bit more because some of it, I just, it got blended away. So, just a little bit of concealer I have on my hand. I'm going to put a little bit on the Beauty Blender. I'm going to lift my forehead back up like a pair of pants. And I am going to first go back down.
You're just adding a little bit more where you might have blended a
Yes, and making sure that if I have any crinkles or, foundation that has sunk, concealer foundation that has sunk into lines, I want to
get that out of the line.
Yes, get that out of the lines. Like I have some like in my forehead wrinkle, like the Grand Canyon. I want to go over that with my Beauty Blender and get that out. So now, while I'm still holding my forehead up, I am going to start by baking this part of my forehead first. I'm going to take quite a bit of powder and I'm going to put it.
So you bake where you put
yes, where you
put highlighter,
yes,
concealer.
Where you put your concealer.
Do you need to do your under eyes before you bake?
I'm going to do that in a second.
Okay. I don't know this process. So I'm baking my forehead.
Yes. And once again, I do the powder just like I did the concealer. I'm doing it and you really want to make sure that you get in any wrinkles if you have wrinkles.
I need to do this closer for them.
And if you don't have wrinkles, good for you.
So.
And any excess powder that like falls, I will just get that off. I'll take the other end of my Beauty Blender and get it off. Okay, so that's my first part.
Should mine be like white like that?
Well, you really gotta like get a lot of powder on. It's not like a thin coat. Like you want to shovel that shit on.
Okay, it's just a lot for me, This is just a lot.
No, this is just.
It's just a lot, guys. And I think I'm just keep blending it because it doesn't feel natural to let it sit there.
I don't. But this is not about being natural.
Okay. No, we're definitely not being natural here.
Okay, now I'm going to take it and go just down the bridge of my nose. Once again, everybody's face shape is different, and maybe they don't like how this looks on them. I love how it looks right now, though. I think it's marvelous. Once again, before I bake, I make sure any of those, it's all blended and it's not sinking into any fine lines. So now I'm gonna bake under my chin.
I just want to blend it. That's all I want to do.
No, you will do that later on.
Okay. I don't look like you.
Yes, you do. Well, are you not using enough? She's very light-handed.
Well, you said, less is more. So I'm kind of just.
No, I didn't say that. I said more is more. But
no, you can always.
Yes, yes, that is true. That is true. But with powder,
I don't know. I just don't feel like mine's turning out quite like yours, but we'll see.
Okay, so now look, yes, we're gonna look nuts.
Okay, you like yours a lot.
Mhm. Now I'm gonna go through right here and make sure that I don't want more. I just want to make sure that is. There's no it's not settling into lines right now. So I'm gonna bake that really quickly before it settles. because the whole purpose of baking is not only to highlight, but it's also to prevent your concealer foundation from settling into wrinkles. Like, you don't want that. So that's why I'm really making sure before I put this powder down that I really have it not in any wrinkles. Wow.
Okay,
Let me see.
now that we look like Indians.
It's hard with the light. I can't even tell. You don't have on enough powder.
I keep on putting it on. I don't know
Okay.
what to tell you.
No, like, you need to, are you lightly putting, like, lightly?
Get up here close to this thing and show them, like, that difference here.
Well, you know, this is a tutorial, so.
Oh, and I'm trying to learn, so this.
But
will
no,
be
that's what I'm
how
saying.
different.
So, like, you're gonna make mistakes when you're like, this has taken me years to figure out how I like it on my. And once again, this is how I like it. Not everybody is going to like this, and that's okay. I just think it's the best way. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are finally ready to do our under eyes. And I am not somebody that likes a heavy under eye because I don't want to look crinkly. I just found these at Ulta. How cute are these? Look, they're for travel, so I can throw this in my purse and put a lid on it, and I can blend. That's revolutionary, people. Okay, so I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape War Paint, and I'm going to put it right here to start.
It's not really called war paint, right?
No, it's called Shape Tape. And then I'm going to use my finger and kind of help put it where I want it. And look, I'm going to go, before I blend this in, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I like to make my nose look a little bit thinner. And so I take it up the side of my nose slightly. So before I blend this in, I will get up close. Okay, so look. This is where I like to put my concealer. Now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and blend that sucker. And when you're doing your under eyes, open your mouth and like stretch that skin out as much as you can. That will help prevent, I know, we look crazy. That will help prevent it like from sinking. And see, I've covered up my blush a little bit. So I'm going to go back over with my beauty blender that had my blush on it and just blend before I set.
So are you blending your eye now? Or what are you doing?
I'm blending it. I'm blending it. I have a couple of spots that are always a little bit darker. And so once again, before this sets and like gets into those fine lines, that's why I like to have it ready.
You bake.
Don't like move your face too much. I start
Yeah, your face.
No, don't, because you're gonna get crinkles. Like, I'm not even kidding. Until I get that powder down, I'm like, oh, I feel so, like, I'm less panicked. Because I'm like, hurry up and get that shit on. Okay, so let's pause while we do the other eye. So basically what I just did on this eye, I'm just going to do on the other eye. And we're going to pause because... So I put my concealer down. I made sure that I liked how it looked. Made sure there was no crinkles.
Oh, my eyes are so crinkly.
And then I went in with my powder, and you really want to fill in. Like, do not go light-handed with the powder. Because if you're baking for the purpose of not letting it sink into wrinkles or highlighting, spackle that shit on, okay?
Okay.
So, let's pause it.
We'll do the other eye.
Yes, off
And be
camera.
right back.
Yes.
Come on. Okay.
Okay, so we finished the other eye. We're baking. One more thing. I was telling Rachel that I like to also go in with my powder and just powder, not concealer, but highlight right where I contoured. Because
above where you
yes,
right?
because what gives you that contour is a contrast, if that makes sense. So I just do a thin line there, just right above.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And then I also do right under where I contoured.
Oh, this line.
And I will stop it like right there about. Because think about contouring and highlighting this way. Anything that you want to bring forward or you want to be noticeable, you want to highlight. Anything that you want to move back or you want to not be pronounced, you want to contour. So like, I don't necessarily have a double chin. Like, I don't feel like, but
That's where you contour.
Yes, I contour just in case there's any like,
in here.
Yes. So
Bring it in.
yes. And for a long time, like when I first started contouring, I did my contour, here. Like it was like a big strip. And I take a lot. Part of the reason why I take selfies is to see how my makeup looks. And then I'll save the ones I'm like, oh, this is good, this is bad. So I can go back and look and be like if I tweak something, like, oh, that's a good change. Oh, that is not. It sounds stupid, but if you really want to get good at something, you get good by practicing and learning from your mistakes. I know. I take makeup like really seriously. I love makeup though.
Okay, what's next? I'm ready to move on now.
Okay, well, for the face portion.
Are we done?
We're done.
So we're done.
We're
This is
done.
what we look like. So we're going to start a new video.
Or base.
We're going to start a new video.
Although, wait. Actually, we're not totally done. Because you have to set the rest of the face. Look at you. So, make sure, once again, any wrinkles that, like, I don't want that settling.
What are you setting?
I'm just using my beauty blender. Yeah, but then I'm going to take this that I used to bake. Ew. Get in there. And I want to dust that off, and I just want to lightly set. So I'll take the remainder of that powder and roll it gently. Because you want to set your face after with a setting powder, because we're going to go in later on and we're going to add like bronzer and stuff, like powdered bronzer, powdered blush, and you can't add powder on top of a cream or a liquid without setting it first. So once again, I'm using my damp beauty blender that I use to bake, but I'm taking it and I'm dusting it off, and then I'm just lightly rolling because I don't want to lift that makeup that I just laid down.
Okay.
So now we can be done and we will be back.
So our next video is what?
Our next video, come back if you want to see, actually we might post these in different order, but the next portion of our video will be eyes. So
we're going to do eye makeup next.
Yes, and this, honestly,
and then you finish the face.
This portion is the longest part of
this part that we just did.
Is the longest portion of my
so we'll do eye makeup real quick and finish the face.
Subscribe,
share,
like,
ring the bell,
and follow us on Instagram at working for free. And Rachel, do you want to do your pathetic beg to them for us subscribers?
Oh yeah, y'all are watching, so go ahead and click subscribe.
We look nuts.
It's like we get a lot of views on some of the videos, and
Tyler thinks I look like a snow leopard like this.
It is. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, we'll be back.
See you soon.
So then.
Oh.